It's a historic moment at the University of Lagos. What started as a modest initiative in media training has now matured into a full-fledged Faculty of Communication and Media Studies. The story began in 1966, not as a department, but as the Institute of Mass Communication. It was the result of a visionary partnership between Nigeria's federal government, UNESCO, and the United Nations Development Programme. Back then, it stood as one of the very first journalism training centers in sub-Saharan Africa, a bold step towards professionalizing media in Nigeria. Just 2 years later, in 1968, the institute matured into a degree-awarding department. It found its first academic home in the Faculty of Arts before transiting in 1974 to the Faculty of Social Sciences, where it will remain for the next 5 decades. Over the years, the department flourished under the guidance of pioneering scholars. Among them were Professor Alfred Okubo, Nigeria's first professor of mass communication, Professor Onora Onwonili, and the widely respected Professor Ralph A. Akinfeleye, famously dubbed the Jagaban of mass communication. Their leadership helped shape the department into a reference point for media training in Africa. True to its founding mission, the department went on to produce some of the most iconic figures in Nigerian media and public service. These include Prince Tony Momo, former Minister of Information; Mrs. Abike Dabiri Erewa, Chairperson of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission; Mr. John Momo, Chairman of Channels Media Group; Mrs. Ruth Benamasia Opia, veteran broadcaster; Mr. Dele Olojede, the first African to win the Port Lisa Prize for International Reporting; Chief Olusegun Oshoba and Mr. Bayo Ononuga, both highly influential media leaders and political figures. In line with a directive from the National University Commission (NUC), the university took a decisive step in 2023, initiating the onboarding of the mass communication discipline. What followed was the development of 7 specialized programs, including journalism, public relations, advertising, broadcasting, and others, tailored to meet the dynamic needs of the modern media landscape. Then came the milestone moment. On June 20th, 2025, 58 years after its founding, the Department of Mass Communication officially transitioned into the Faculty of Mass Communication and Media Studies. The announcement was made in the presence of university officials by Mr. Abayomi Oshinowo, Principal Assistant Registrar, during a special election session. At the helm of this new faculty is Professor Olorutola Sunday, the immediate past head of department, who was unanimously elected as Pioneer Dean. Assisting him is Dr. Ebony Oketumbi, elected as Sub-Dean, both entrusted with leading the faculty into its defining era. The transition stirred heartfelt emotions. Dean of the Faculty of Social Sciences, Professor Adelaja Odukoya, described it as a regretful exit, yet expressed hope and pride. In his words, "Children must be greater than the parents." He went further to proclaim the new faculty as the first of its kind in Nigeria, West Africa, and Africa. This year's convocation crowned the achievements with remarkable results. 12 doctoral graduates were awarded PhDs, 18 female students finished with first-class degrees, all while continuing to run Radio UNILAG 103.1 FM, UNILAG TV, Mascop Magazine, and UNILAG Sun newspaper, all of which remain vital platforms for practical media training. The journey to faculty status didn't happen overnight. It was built on decades of academic excellence, industry impact, and visionary leadership. As the Faculty of Communication and Media Studies enters this new era, it carries the weight of a legacy and the promise of shaping Africa's media future.